Hey everyone, just a quick announcement before we begin this episode. This is actually part 2 of an IROSHAN one-shot. So if you missed the first part, be sure to go back and watch part 1 of Rise of the Acolytes before tuning into this episode. Also, we have a sponsor for this episode, a fellow RPG podcast entitled Astronomica. Stay tuned during this episode to find out more about this exciting live play. And now, without further ado, let's jump back into battle with IROSHAN, investigative researchers of supernatural happenings and nightmares. Excelsior. Alright, so where we last left off in our last session, IROSHAN had been called upon by Charles Xavier to investigate a conclave of mutants that had broken away from Krakoa. The upstart mutant and former acolyte of Magneto, Fabian Cortez, disenchanted with life on Krakoa, gathered up former members of the Acolytes and began rounding up wayward new mutants, creating a compound verging on a cult in the Yucatan Peninsula near Chichen Itza, in a historic location known as the Sacred Cenote. After receiving directions from some of the young members of the Conclave, IROSHAN made their way towards the sinkhole, only to be attacked by several members of the Acolytes. After their initial battle, the heroes proceeded along the path, finally coming face to face with Fabian Cortez, who refused to come along quietly, as misguided mutants always do, and has challenged IROSHAN to the inevitable face-off. It's time to roll initiative, and also time to shoot my cat.
Before we get started, I'd like to speak to all of our young viewers out there. I just picked up a CVS receipt, and I will tell you, if you're looking for a character superpower, the ability to shoot out a CVS receipt and use that to your advantage, I think would be a great superpower as an intro character. So, and we are not affiliated with CVS in any way, shape, or form. So,
the ability to shoot out I don't know, how do you shoot out a CVS receipt?
Sorry for our Mexico viewers. The CVS receipts in the United States are longer than most doors are on houses. So,
don't you just email? When I shop at CVS, which I do occasionally in the United States, they email it to me.
Oh, they don't email it to me. I get a freaking receipt every time.
But
it's huge. It's like gigantic. I've looked. I've even said, "Hey, I don't want this receipt. Give me an email."
No, they don't tell them. They don't know. You do it online. You get in your account and you say.
Well, I did. I've looked for it. I have to look again. You'll have to show me. Oh, tech wizard.
Yeah, come on.
All right, so if you guys go to the combat tracker, which is the little fist up in the upper right corner there, you should be able to roll for your initiative.
Roll for initiative.
That sucks. 2.
And then what's your plus, Andy?
Yeah, it called me up here. I'm trying to find my little guy. 2 plus 3, 5.
3. Okay.
Oh, I don't have any information here. Just a second. I gotta go to my file. Look for the plus.
You should be a +4, I think.
That's right. +4. So I rolled a 14. That's pretty good.
Wow.
That's really good. Oh.
Okay. And then Christy, do you have a additive to yours? Oh, did you say something? I didn't hear you.
Yes, I'm a +2.
Okay. There you go. All right.
And peace.
In peace.
Peace.
All right, so I believe Cortez, the last time that we spoke with him, said something to the effect of, you have 3 choices the way I see it. You can walk away, let us be, and tell Charles to go fuck himself. You can join us in leaving humanity behind, or we can just cut to the chase and see whether or not the famed IROSHAN can handle facing the true Homo superior race. and they are now making moves to begin an attack upon the members of IROSHAN. So, Ghost, you have first dibs. Do you want to roll for extra actions?
No, I haven't been too successful with that lately.
Okay.
We're just gonna go for it. You can move and attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna fly up in the air.
Okay.
Can I fly over to this? How far can I go?
Yeah, you've got range on that. I think anywhere on this map, I think you're pretty much safe.
I'm gonna fly up here just for dramatic effect.
Okay.
Sort of flying up into the air above the steps, above this pedestal or whatever this thing is, right over the cenote.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna say, no, there is a fourth option. Here's a gift from Professor Xavier, and I'm gonna reach tentacles into Fabian's head,
Mm-hmm.
black tentacles, and attack his brain.
Okay.
So we do that at I never understand. Monstrous, I think. We attack monstrous, or we attack it amazing. It does monstrous psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's monstrous ability to control the entity. Yeah, I think it's monstrous.
Okay, so yeah, you're monstrous then.
So I'm rolling monstrous down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I don't know what it said. Yellow. Oh, I should have said karma. That's all right. Yellow.
All right.
And 57. And do I need to roll damage?
No, the damage is pretty much automatic unless he dodges, which he is going to attempt to do. So let's see what he does as far as that goes. This is not going to be good for him. No. Yeah, so 75 points of damage there right off the bat, sir. Which effectively, holy shit, just took him out. You one-shotted him.
All right.
So you
guys
hit him with those
all
tentacles.
in a couple weeks.
You hit him with those tentacles.
Wow.
Lift him up into the air, and he just absolutely falls limp as soon as those tentacles reach into his brain and begin the scramble.
And I'm up in the air here, and I lift him up equal to my height.
Mm-hmm.
So look eye to eye, and then.
And then you drop him, and you take both tentacles, and you go.
All right, so you still got the tentacles extended, correct?
Well, they're psychic, so they're not. You can't touch them.
Sure. But they are still stretched across the cenote, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, so Barnacle takes his hands and he moves them towards the water in front of you, and you see this great wall of red barnacles that just form out of the water. I'm going to roll his power.
And don't forget, I'm flying up in the air.
You got a green. All right. How high are you?
I would say I would be flying about 100 feet, wouldn't you?
Okay. All right. So that's pretty high.
Or do you think more 50 feet? Maybe 50 feet. What do you want to put me? Let's call it 50 feet.
Okay.
Above that. But that platform goes up, so that I'm flying like 50 feet above that platform.
Sure. Yep. And this whole thing is sunken down into the earth, probably. How deep would you say that is, Kurt? Probably about 100 feet?
Yeah, maybe.
That pool, the pool?
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
the cenote itself, the big hole.
Yeah, the surface of the water is 100 feet down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you're about halfway up then the sinkhole itself.
Maybe a little bit, because that platform goes up above the cenote, and then I'm probably above that. So I'm probably 25 feet from the surface now.
Gotcha. All right. So now you see this big giant wall now that has come up in between you guys and the acolytes on the other side. And it pretty much completely covers the area. Let me see if I can draw something for you here to kind of emulate the barrier there. So it goes up about that far, stretches the whole length basically of the pool.
They're not freaked out that their leader is like down like that.
Yeah, that's why he put that wall up.
Okay, okay.
All made of what? Fire? What did you say? Fire?
No, it's made out of the same kind of barnacles that are attached to Barnacle himself. So it's just this big wall of reddish pink barnacles.
Skeletal material.
Mm-hmm. So from here, we are going to go to Poet.
Take that wall down, Poet.
Got bigger plans.
Can I roll for multiple actions?
You may indeed.
She's like, I already wrote a poem for something else. Sorry.
No change up on me now.
Don't change. Yeah.
Where am I? Hold on. Sorry.
She's like, you all just need to say you do something. I have to compose.
That's right. She has to
I have to
compose.
actually rise up into the air. It's totally unfair.
Yeah, it's hard work coming up with shit I have to pull out of my coat.
I don't have to do anything. I just do the same every time.
Just play with your tentacles.
Play with my tentacles. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too great, but okay.
All right, you got an one extra action with that.
Okay. Okay, so for the first action, what can I do with the Wand of Fortune? Maybe turn the barnacle wall?
What's the damage on that? As far as physical damage without adding anything to that, it's likely not going to be strong enough to take the wall down.
I'm gonna leave it up then for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Think about this.
Just going to hold your action. You're welcome to do that while we move forward if you want.
Well, I'm trying to think. Can I roll in these guys into this poem? But it's because I really thought that they were in the water.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sort of a wave, but no, they're
Nope.
just free form standing there.
Yeah, they're on the opposite platform across from you guys.
The wall. What is the wall? Is that pure barnacle, or is that like the water and the barnacles rushed up and formed a wall?
Make an intuition roll for me.
I.e., I must decide if it is or isn't. And I'm
Oh no, I know.
spending my time.
Ah, crap. Looks like the barnacles rose up out of the water.
Yeah. Okay. Well, since I was writing this before they did that,
Yeah, right?
I'm gonna assume I don't know that and think that everything in the water is of the water. And what I'm saying now for my first action, the tidal wave, cenote style, rises up toward Fabio's sis. I'm calling him Fabio because I think it will annoy him. He's gone now. Submerging her and the rest of her crew, pulling them into the roiling stew.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead and make that roll.
Sorry, if I'm closing my thingy, like it. If I try to pop out my stats, it disappears everything in there, so I'm having to open and close it until I figure this out.
Okay.
But this should be had decided it was shift 3, right?
Shift Y.
Shift Y.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That would be a red with a 99. All right, so you sweep all the rest of the ones that are on the platform into the water. Read that poem again for me.
Yeah, the tidal wave cenote style rises up toward Fabio's sis, submerging her and the rest of her crew, pulling them into the roiling stew.
Okay, you did say the rest. All right, so yeah, that moves the whole group into the water. And that's going to put them at a bit of a disadvantage.
The water's
Okay.
pretty deep, so they're gonna have to tread, right?
Yep.
Okay.
This probably doesn't hurt Barnacle too much, though, I'm guessing.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see, won't we?
It'd be funny if he couldn't swim.
It just sinks.
He gets stuck to everything that's like made out of concrete and stone.
All right, Dreamslayer is going to roll for some extra actions. I got an extra one, so I get 2. And I'm going to run off of the front of the platform there underneath Cygos and leap through, phasing through the barnacle wall to the other side. And I am targeting Gargoyle. And I'm coming down, forming a couple of dream daggers, and coming down onto her shoulders and stabbing her kind of in the neck area. We got a yellow, which is a potential stun. She has remarkable agility. Let's see what that does. She's going to be at -2 column shifts, so that puts her down to good. She got a yellow still to try to dodge, so that's going to bring me down to a green, but I still hit, and that is going to do not a lot of damage, unfortunately, because she kind of rolled out of it. All right, so that was my first action. We're going to go to Highwayman.
All right, so I'm gonna roll for a couple or extra actions here, just in case. And I forgot, what is that? I do always forget.
Fighting.
Fighting. I'm having window issue. Come on, move out of the way.
Green 41.
So that should be one extra
Yep.
action. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So for my first action, I am going to reach in and pull out the trident.
Mm.
That is my attempt anyway.
Poseidon's trident?
Poseidon's trident. So let's see. That would be unearthly. Oh, karma. Is that too late?
Too late.
Damn it. I can't see what I'm rolling, by the way. There we go. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I have it just a normal trident at this point. Let's see. I'm simply gonna just teleport over because everybody's in the water. I have no idea where they're at with the big wall. So I'm gonna teleport around the wall to this little guy, and I'm gonna hold my next action.
Okay. That's cool. Then we go to, better knock old Fabian out here.
At this point, he's drowning.
Hmm.
At this point, he's drowning. If he's knocked out, he's in the water.
Yeah. Oh, come on. This thing cooperate. There we go. All right. Gargoyle already has made her action, so then we are going to... You see from your vantage point, Andy, since you can actually see, the water underneath the folks that have been now flung into the void there begin to kind of bubble, and a giant hand comes out and slams down onto the platform that you are standing on.
Oh, okay.
And you see a giant bearded man pulling himself up out of the water. But when that hand slams down next to you, you might want to make a dodge because he is going to possibly do you some damage here.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to teleport back behind the wall.
Yeah, that's all right. He got a white.
Okay.
So he missed.
He
so
just totally missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right. And then we go to Anne Marie, who is going to, I got to get to her. Where's she at? There she is. She's going to try to swim up to the edge to get back onto her feet. So we're going to roll a agility for her. And she got a white, so she's struggling at this point. Can't seem to get back up onto the platform. So we roll back up to the top. Poet, you have a second action.
So with True Flight, that I assume I have to roll for it, but is that the action or that is?
No, that's not even an action. You can fly. That's a move for you, so you can move and still make an action.
Okay. So what I would like to do is fly over to Anne Marie as she's struggling to get up the stairs, and just wand of Watum her in the head.
In the noggin. Okay.
Noggin.
Yeah. All right. You want me to move you over there?
Well, I think I can do that. So that would. I have the Staff of Watum at excellent. Does that sound?
Yes, but you're going to roll your fighting, and I think you probably. You don't have a +1, so you're rolling on the excellent column.
Okay. Perfect.
Something that you might want to do with your extra karma at some point is maybe buy a talent that would be like a weapons specialist talent that would give you like a +2, I think, with the Wand of Watum. So it would take your fighting up to incredible anytime that you're using that.
There is a note on the sheet that I barely remember that says I necessarily use probability manipulation if I'm using the wand. But is that for a magical wand thing as opposed to using it as a blunt instrument?
And with you, is it written in pencil or is it actually typed on the sheet?
It looks like the game master typed it in with his wee fingers.
Okay.
I don't see that on there. What are you looking at?
When I click on it, It says under weakness.
Under weakness.
Staff
Oh, there it is.
abilities.
Oh, I did. Look at that. Sure did. That's where I
Look at
gotcha.
that. And yet
That's
it's
where
there.
I gotcha.
But that seems like it would be something to do with using it in its magical sort of.
Using it in its magical powers, yes. But since you decided to go with the Shift Y, it's been activated. If you don't use the Staff of Watum to grant the 3 column shift bonus and you just roll at your basic reality alteration, then it's not activated. But if you choose to go with that, with using the Watum to increase your powers, that activates the probability manipulation.
Oh, so, okay, that was the thing that we were not remembering the same way because I
Yeah.
didn't think that the staff caused the shift.
Yes,
But
yeah, it is the staff. That's
okay,
yeah.
cool.
Okay.
All
So
right.
so it is currently active, and I'm gonna roll a die to find out how many rounds you got. Okay.
All right. So I will still be rolling excellent for fighting, right?
Yes, but your probability field manipulation is now on, so that counts for any roll that you make. So you always will take the high die.
Yes. Is it magically on, or do I need to click something, or?
I cannot do that in Foundry. So we're going to have to just fudge it. So we'll look at what you rolled, and we'll take the higher of the 2 10s or 1s, and then I'll compare that to the chart for you, okay?
And I'll call Karma.
Okay. All right, so you got a 27, which is actually a 72. And on excellent, that is going to put you in the yellow. She can't do anything about it because she's already spent her action, and that's going to do the damage on the Staff of Watum, which I think is excellent. And you were targeting her head. You got a yellow, so you're able to do that, so it's going to bypass her body armor that she's wearing on her body. So you do the full 20 points of damage to her. All right, nice shot there, poet.
Thanks.
All right, Dreamslayer comes back around to me once again. And I'm basically sitting on top of this chick's shoulders as she's trying to flap her wings and try to get out of the brink. And what are we going to do here, Dreamslayer? Okay, this is going to be gross. I am going to remove my arms from my body to begin to pull her under. So they dislocate at the shoulders. They grab hold of her neck and pull her down as I kick with my feet to the back of her neck to make sure that I'm pushing her under. That's something you didn't know I could do.
No, it's kind of gross.
It is. All right, so I got a green, and we're gonna do strength damage with that, which will be remarkable.
So you just, I can't remember that character's name.
Okay. Highwayman, back to your second action.
Okay. Trying to remember Nathan Fallion's character in Suicide Squad,
Oh god, what was his name? Yeah.
where he could pull apart his body.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to look that up. All right. So the big guy, is he like big enough that a person can stand on his shoulder?
Oh, easily. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And any action that any of us make towards him is a +3 column shift to hit.
Oh, okay. Because he's so large. Gotcha. All right. I am going to turn Hellfire on. I'm teleporting up onto his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take that trident with Hellfire and I'm just going to jab it right into his ear.
Okay.
So let's see. So I guess that would be strength with Hellfire added to it. Is that how you would see that?
Well, you've got a yellow on your weapon creation, so that does incredible damage.
I mean, that'd be amazing damage.
And then, yeah, amazing with the fire. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're rolling your fighting to do that, but you also have +3 column shift.
Yeah, to hit this guy.
Size, and your edged weapons talent, which gives you another one, so you get a +4.
4. Okay. All right. So incredible +4.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm calling Karma because this dude's so big. So 1, 2, 3. Well, my little chart doesn't go that big. 1, 2, 3. How do I see more buttons?
There's a toggle there where it says 1, and there's 2 arrows above it.
Yeah.
You just click up, and that'll take.
Oh,
you
there
to
it
the
is.
next one.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. So it's a 1, 2, 3. So a shift 0. Okay.
Nope.
And-
You don't want to do shift 0.
Oh.
You want to do shift X. Shift 0 is terrible.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. So shift X and Karma.
And you got a green.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, I'll spend the Karma and take it up to yellow.
Okay. So you need to get it up to a 41
Okay.
to get yellow.
All right. A lot of card Karma.
And then that does incredible damage, yes. That's a possible stun on him.
Yeah.
Well, he's remarkable. Or his endurance is for shit. Alright. He made it. And he is going to take the damage, so that does amazing damage, yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you did 50 points of damage to him. You can see where that took him. All right, so I think that's everybody's actions this round. We go back up to Psyghost.
All right, I'm going to roll for double action this time. What do I roll?
Fighting.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to roll that.
You better say karma.
Karma. Yeah. I didn't say karma.
See, it's a good thing. Good thing you did.
You cannot get a good roll on that one.
Yeah,
ever.
you can.
I haven't gotten it yet. All right, so how much do I have to use?
What's your fighting again?
Excellent.
Excellent. Okay, so you need to get it up to a 41.
Okay, so
And that gives you 1 extra.
I don't know. I think something's wrong with my karma situation here. Okay, anyway, okay. So I'm going to, I'm going to fly around here because I'm in front of this. I got to get around this wall, right?
Mhm. You can go around or over, truthfully.
Right. I'm
It'd
gonna
probably be shorter to go over.
Over to this wall. Keep a distance from where he can't slap me out of the air.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else he can do, but we'll avoid that. And then I'm gonna, tickle his. I'll tickle his ears with little psychic tendrils again.
You go in the other ear. I remember I'm got a trident stuck in one inside.
I'm going in the other ear.
He's just getting wet willies all over the
Hey,
place.
69. Doesn't that do something?
Oh, 69.
Oh, that's an automatic.
Holy shit. This is going to be a short game. Oh my God. All right. Okay, so tell me what you want to do there, Kurt.
I'm just going to go in there and, fry his brains enough that he doesn't die. If that's possible.
Yeah, that's certainly possible.
He may become a permanent vegetable. I'm fine with that.
All right, so
one big vegetable.
You
As long as I
hit
don't
him
kill-
with the
I don't give up
tendrils.
karma.
They slip into that ear and just begin to whirlwind inside his brain. And he lets out just this absolutely painful wail. Sounds like a giant baby crying. And he falls back into the water. And with the way that he was facing, he's actually falling back on everybody that is back there behind him.
Sorry.
So,
Swim.
Christy, you and I are going to have to roll agility to get out of the way. Oh, I got a white.
Uh-oh.
How'd you do, Christy?
Just a moment.
Mhm.
Okay, agility, excellent. So 65.
All right, you should be able to get out of the way, no problem. It's remarkable for her. She's -2 column shift because she's in the water. And Cortez, Henry got a white. She rolled a 1. Yeah, this battle's almost over there, folks. Yeah, so she's out. Gargoyle is out. And Barnacle, let's see how he does. He's got excellent. Oh my lord. And his endurance is excellent. He got a green. Okay, so he's still struggling, but that giant man just landed on just about everybody back here. Christy, you made it out unscathed. I am going to probably try to, well, I didn't, so yeah. All right, so I'm gonna take some damage on that one. It's my armor. It is incredible. So I only take 10 points of damage. That's not too bad. Thanks, Kurt.
Sorry about that. Well, hey. That is, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't know he was going to fall.
In the year 2180, humanity achieved spike drive technology, accessing the vastly strange metadimensional pathways to reach the stars. The following centuries were an epoch of discovery and growth. We mastered fundamental forces, confronted our social demons, and seized the reins of our biology. And we prospered together. Then one day the gates failed. What we built in 10 centuries we lost in 10 days. Our Edens desolate, our industries still, and our cities brief orgies of cannibalism and violence, then silent tombs.
Metal as
Please
fuck.
remember to reference often
The brief orgy of
brief orgies
cannibalism,
of cannibalism and violence.
My long-term goal is to omit the adjective brief.
The year is 4451, and out here beyond the Cygnus Loop, at the edge of cultivation, an ember of our golden age struggles to ignite and burn anew. Welcome to the Rheingold Cluster.
Join the crew of the Admiral Grace for Astronomica, a Stars Without Number actual play podcast. Check us out everywhere pods are cast.
All right, so I'm just going to get him out of there because he's just in the way. That pretty much took out most of the crew there, Kurt. Barnacle, you can kind of see him now, just coming up for air and struggling. But the rest of them are all floating at this point. And now it's becoming a rescue op. So I'll swim over to Gargoyle and grab hold of her and start swimming her over towards the edge. The barnacle wall fell when what's his name went down. So that's gone. So we'll drag Gargoyle over to this little platform over here. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Who goes first?
No, it really doesn't matter at this point.
I'll fly down and grab someone out.
Okay.
And then
All
fly
right,
them
just-
over to a platform. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I'm just going to lift them with telepathy and move them off
There you go.
over to a platform.
All right.
Just get them out of the water, put them down.
Okay.
All of them or just one?
I don't know how many I can lift.
You can probably get the remaining ones.
All right, I'll pick everybody up and drop
All right.
them on that platform.
And the big dude is big enough where the upper portion of his body is out of the water, so he's not going to drown at least.
All right.
All right. So
Barnacle still have fight, or is he?
he's not got any fight in him at this point. He's
Okay.
hopelessly outnumbered and extremely weakened after being landed on by the big giant man. But he is at least still conscious. Everybody else at this point is out. But most of them can be coming back to consciousness here shortly. But you've
Okay.
got Barnacle anyway.
No,
And
wait.
we're just after Fabian to return him to X, right?
And bring the rest back. One of the other things though is that this area, Christy, if you'll remember, was also housing a gateway to Krakoa, which Fabian Cortez had basically commandeered for his own and blocked off from Krakoa. So that's one thing potentially you as a mutant and a magician might be able to reverse.
Yeah, we'll want to reopen that. Is that
Well,
something-
Kurt and I will watch these guys, and you reopen this conduit.
Yeah, is that? Should we gather the acolytes and invite them to, behold the opening of the gate as an invitation, as their invitation to rejoin the community?
Or they may see their leaders beaten and come after us.
Their leaders' crumpled bodies.
Oh yeah, these are your leaders.
I think it might be best for sure that we gather up the ones that we left back there in the jungle and bring them back. And unfortunately, Andy and I aren't going to be able to accompany you to Krakoa, but we can certainly load them up and get them ready for transport. So I would say Cyghost and Poet, why don't you guys work on getting the gate open? Andy and I will head back and gather the rest of them and bring them back here so you guys can take them back to Krakoa.
That sounds good. So
All right.
where's the gate we're opening?
It's basically located on the opposite side, just in this area right here, on that platform that was kind of jutting out on the opposite side where Cortez and his acolytes were standing initially.
Yeah, that sounds like good. So should we do that? Should we move?
Yep. Oh, and Chris.
Yeah.
Nose goes on the big guy floating.
Oh man.
So you gotta take care of him.
All right, fine.
All right. So do your magic to open this portal.
So what is this portal made of? What are we doing here with it?
Well, the Krakoan portal is basically something that was grown from a seed from Krakoa, and it is basically kind of what it sounds like, but it's made up of vines and leaves and branches and so forth that are growing from around the cenote. And it forms just kind of an ovular egg-shaped opening that allows transport for mutants back and forth from this location to Krakoa.
Oh, okay. So we're going to open that.
That's what that would be the easiest way to get these guys back for sure. And the Xavier did say that they lost contact with this particular gate.
Oh, do we know how to open it?
I think Christy probably has that in her wheelhouse. Krakoa is sentient, and all of its seeds are sentient as well. So perhaps the two of you working together would make it a little bit easier. So if Psyghost, if you would potentially reach out to Krakoa at the gate, and coax it to cooperate maybe with Poet.
Okay. Poet, do you want me to give you a ride? Or are you going to walk around? You fly?
She flies.
Let's fly over.
He
Come
flies.
on. Here we go. Whee! Hello. Poet, come on. What are you doing over there? There you go. Oh, he slammed into the gate. All right, Poet, do you want to? Okay, so do you want to go first, or would you like for me to go first? I can read through it with my telepathy
Sure.
to call Professor Xavier and have him work on it from his side as well. Why don't we just both do it at the same time? Okay, I'm reaching out to Professor Xavier through the gate while she concocts something.
Okay.
Something that rhymes? Or am I using some other skill?
Probably concoct something that rhymes. Yeah.
And if you can use the word concoct in your rhyme, that will be very impressive.
I mean, not all poetry has to rhyme.
Well, see, that reminds me. Did you know that barnacles have the largest penis to body size ratio in the animal kingdom?
I did not know that.
Okay, use that in a poem.
It doesn't rhyme with anything, but then I was just challenged to rhyme something with concoct. So
And this has been your fun fact of the day.
more CBS receipt content.
Yes. Yeah. Telling you kids, that's a special power.
So, are you composing still? Should I reach out to Professor Xavier while she's composing?
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll
I
something?
wouldn't mention anything to him about concocts and penises.
Well, I hope he doesn't hear her, but you know. All right.
Oh,
do you want-
you don't need to roll. That's all right.
All right. So I'm reaching out, asking him to help from his side, letting him know that we've got the situation under control and that we're working on bringing them back.
That was very very quick and eloquent, Kurt. Thank you.
Well, what do you want me to do?
that is honestly the
I thought
quickest
we were trying
conversation
to.
you've ever
I thought
had.
we were trying to kill some time for Christy there. I don't know what to say to that. Okay, buddy.
Hey, what are you doing right now? Are you having dinner? Sorry to interrupt your dinner. What wine are you having tonight, Professor?
Well, I'm having actually Lindemann's Lambic Framboise.
Is that a sweet wine?
It is. It is. It's a little bit more like a beer. I believe that it is made more like a beer or a champagne than a wine. But yes, it is very sweet.
I took you for more of a red wine guy, Professor.
I like to branch out from time to time, so we say here on Krakoa.
So, and what are you having for dinner?
I'm laughing at Christy. Well, Wolverine went out and went on a hunt earlier, and we're having yak tonight.
Yeah, we learned some fun facts about barnacles here.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Please do tell.
I think you're going to hear about them.
Yeah. Well, as soon as Poet shares her. You know, there's this mutant named Barnacle.
Yes, I'm familiar.
I'm writing as fast as I can. Stop this before
You can make a wall out of barnacles. I didn't even know that was possible. Did you know he could do that?
So, based on a little side note, obviously I can't hear this conversation, but in my mind, I'm thinking a wall of barnacles, and then the information that Christy just shared about barnacles. So really, it was a wall of dicks.
Well, did you know that barnacles also perform sperm casting, which is sending it out throughout the water? Where the
Oh, gross. So I was just...
I'm glad I didn't touch that wall.
I was just swimming
No,
in
you were in the
water.
water. You were in the water. Here you thought
I
that was
was.
just algae.
No, I never got in the water. I teleported around. I never
You're
got
like,
in the
what's this slime? Yuck!
water.
Water's dirty.
So, Kurt, to answer your question, Xavier says that, yes, he is familiar with Barnacle and his powers, and actually, what we've been able to determine is that he is able to pull moisture from the area to expand the barnacles that grow on his body. So he is able to basically transmutate water and moisture to this barnacle-like substance.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Hey,
So,
hey guys, I'm
Hey,
not ready here.
oh, good.
Go on, go
Professor
on.
Xavier's just going on about, all his shit that he knows.
Here we are. Okay. I'm gonna.
Hey,
call
Professor,
Karma.
get ready. We're going to try to do this.
All right, I have the gate prepared and ready on this end.
All right, let's open up the Krakoan gate. Make this omelet. Crack open the egg that's the doorway to another zone where these acolyte kids can find a home.
Sweet. Give that a roll.
Karma.
Hey, she got a yellow.
Oh, it's a 94.
Oh, it's a 94, so that's a red. Yeah. All right, so you see the vines and branches that make up the Krakoan gate, and all of the foliage that surrounds it now begins to brighten and flower. And these beautiful pink and yellow flowers begin to pop out all around the gate. And a swirling white energy begins to form on the inside, an energy that you're familiar with from the Krakoan gate up at Fermilab. And you see it activate. And Kurt, you feel this incredible warmth kind of wash over you through the Krakoan gate, and for the first time, it's not the barnacle semen.
All the water from the pool just washed up onto.
I'm fine.
You feel this warmth coming. Now it's going to sound even grosser. So there's no way I can say this without it sounding gross. You feel the warmth coming over you from the Krakoan gate, and you feel the presence of Krakoa itself for the first time. And it doesn't necessarily speak in any language that you can comprehend, but it's as though a mother is calling out to its child and welcoming it into her embrace. And it's quite comforting for you to have made this contact with this powerful mutant entity. But the gates open, and we can start chucking bodies through if you want.
Take all our clothes off and go through naked.
But we can certainly gather everybody up and kind of
Take their clothes off and throw them through naked. That'd be
could
fun.
do that, yeah. But we can get them through either by coaxing them or forcing them through, and essentially that would complete, what Xavier had wanted us to do. So that really does bring this particular adventure to a close for tonight. So that was a very quick one for us. There will be karma to be divvied out, and let me see here. Kurt, you're going to end up getting 100 karma right off the bat for your major strike on Delgado.
Okay.
And then Christy, you're going to get 100 for sending everyone back. Andy, I'm going to give you 100 for the whole stabbing of the ear, because you just are keeping up with that. That's what you did to the big guy on the last one there too. So
I stabbed him in the ear. Oh, I did. Didn't I?
you did.
Participation trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a participation trophy.
Just for being there.
Thank you. Thank you.
And let's see here. So we got 30.
It's good enough for your kid. It's good enough for mine.
60. So it would be 340 karma.
Who's that for? All of us?
That's everybody. Yep.
And that doesn't include the 100 you just gave.
Correct.
Okay.
Can we bank karma now too?
Yeah, you can put that over in the karma pool.
Yeah. Can we bank our other karma?
Yeah, if you want, you can pull as much over as you want. All right. Well, good game tonight, guys. It was a quickie.
Thank you very much, Chris. We'll see you guys all in a couple weeks.
All right.
And we'll be back a couple weeks with
Tales from the Loop.
Tales from the Loop.
That's the plan. Yep.
All right. Hopefully everybody will be back. We'll see you then.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.